Good evening, everyone. It's T. Swails here, and you're on tswails.com. And this is a late Wednesday evening briefing for the weather that's coming our direction. And we're going to start you right off tonight with the storm track here. You're looking at the 500 millibar chart, and there is the jet stream. And boy, big trough in the west, nice ridge over the east, right in the middle of all that. Strong southwest flow, and that has sent warm, humid air into the Midwest today, and in some areas there have even been some thunderstorms to go along with that. Here's some of the late afternoon temperatures, and what you'll notice here is that from about Highway 20 south, readings were in the mid-80s to near 90 degrees. In fact, the Quad Cities today hit 90 for the afternoon high, one of the warmest temperatures in the Midwest. And then to the north, if you look up here, only 50s across northern Wisconsin. So fall on one part of the Midwest and down to the south, you're looking at a full-fledged summery pattern. Now then, let's take a look at what's going on in terms of the actual fronts. And you can see that here's your easterly winds. There's that cool air. Down to the south, there's the warm, humid air mass we looked at. And so it's right in here where we expect to see showers and thunderstorms just north of that front. That warm, moist air comes right up and over the top of the cool air, and that overrunning brings the showers and thunderstorms. So the pattern is well documented on this satellite imagery here. This is a beautiful shot. Right in there, big ridge of high pressure. The air is sinking. You can see how the skies are clear. The temperatures are very warm. And right on the edge of that heat, you got thunderstorms that extend all the way from New England back through the Great Lakes, and then finally the upper Midwest before going all the way back down into Mexico. That, my friends, is what is called the Ring of Fire, and that is very much in place tonight, and it will be once again a factor during the day tomorrow before the pattern finally begins to break down. Let's take a look at rainfall potential. With that Ring of Fire pattern in place, there's going to be repeated rounds of showers and storms. And I'm thinking across about this part of Iowa here, the extreme northern sections of the state, especially north of Highway 20 into Wisconsin, far northern Illinois. That's where we should be able to see quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms, not only tonight, Wednesday night, but also into Thursday as well. And our radars are already depicting that. You can see how this is not moving very much. So this is the first wave of energy that's going to bring a lot of rain to this region tonight. And then tomorrow, the main cold front comes back in here. And so after a bit of a break, we'll get one more round of thunderstorms after that. And some of those storms tomorrow have the potential to be strong. The Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk for severe weather around the Midwest. Overall, primarily a wind threat here, but the big key will be just how much instability we can get. And if the surface flow is a little bit more organized, could be enough back winds to get a couple of small tornadoes, but I don't think that's going to be a really big issue. Primarily winds and very heavy rain going to be the primary issues, and then those get out of here tomorrow night. Now you can see there's already been some severe weather in the Midwest tonight, and this is where we had watches in effect for parts of Wisconsin, more out to the west of us, and that is a flood watch that's up in effect for parts of Minnesota, and that could be extended further east, southeast in the next 24 hours if these rains materialize like it looks like they're going to. And going to our actual forecast model here, wanted to show you how this is going to lay out. This is tonight, and we started this at 6 o'clock. Then as we go through midnight and finally into the early morning hours, look at that line of the storms that just kind of sits there and festers throughout the nighttime hours. So if you're watching this early Thursday morning, there's no doubt going to be some pretty heavy rains in this area here. Then we get into the day, and you can see how that kind of weakens. The main forcing then is lined up with our front to the west, and watch what happens here. Starts advancing to the east, and there come thunderstorms late in the afternoon and into the evening hours. And not only is there that severe weather threat, some places going to be some pretty good downpours. But there goes the front, and then finally into Friday, much cooler and drier air comes back into the Midwest, and we'll start the weekend out on a pleasant note. But that high pressure quickly moves off to the east, the winds come back into the southwest, and by early next week, the heat and humidity returns, and we'll have ourselves another summery week. So lots of action in the next 24 hours, and then finally things calm down on Friday as the front moves east, taking the heat, humidity, and thunderstorms with it. Say adios, amigo.